Good morning, South Carolina.
Morning.
I can't hear you. Good morning, South Carolina.
Good morning.
That's better. You know, that's the way we need to wake up every morning. You know, I've had the privilege of serving this division and have been part of a team that's developed some of the programs that have taken us into the future. I know in my heart that I'm the best qualified candidate for this job to support and represent you as a Lieutenant Commander for the South Carolina Division. You have to remember, I'm the man behind that commander. I'm the first one that's called on. Commander Plowden mentioned my military service. I've been taught to lead. I've been taught to be an effective commander. I've been trained to lead in everything I do. And as such, I'm expected to lead men. As a leader, I'm expected to make informed decisions, to take appropriate actions that are incumbent upon me because of the duties that I have. This doesn't mean that I know everything there is to know. It only means that given the facts, given the circumstances, I can make a decision and I can determine the best pathway for success. You know, Ronald Reagan said it best when he said the greatest leaders are not necessarily the ones that do the greatest things. He's the one that gets the people to do the greatest things. As a leader in this South Carolina division, there are some goals that we absolutely must achieve. Number one, we must see that this Signers Monument is finished sooner rather than later. Number two, we must ensure that the identity and the graves are identified properly of our heroes and maintained through our Guardians and Graves Registration Program. Number three, we cannot let our property remain on foreign soil. We must bring our flags home to South Carolina. They are our property and they belong with us. Finally, we must promote our organization and grow it to its fullest potential in order to meet these future challenges that we're going to see. Gentlemen, I pledge that I will work to bring back to South Carolina emphasis on some of the following concepts and duties of this office. Moving forward, our leaders cannot hold a position. They must do a job. They must be willing to lead me and to keep them. Now, one of the most valuable parts of leadership is what? Communication. They have to talk. However, our message is being lost as it's getting down to the rank and file. Our leaders must be willing to commit to the common goals that we have and reach out to our membership at every level of our division. Like Gunny Highway and Heartbreak Ridge, there are a few things that I've learned and I believe that a leader should be able to do. He should be able to observe, assess, adapt, improvise, and overcome. But the most important trait of any leader, and very few people speak of this, is he must be responsible for his own actions. A good leader will be successful. A great leader will make those around him successful. You know, I've been observing this division for several years. It's been real interesting to watch the workings of it in the past few months. I've been assessing the actions of those in leadership positions and some of the challenges they've had to go through. I feel that I can adapt this office to make it better prepared to meet these future challenges. However, I don't think I'm going to have to adapt a whole lot. Because when I look around this room and I look into your eyes, I know that these men will keep me true to the charge that we received. Finally, I'll overcome the challenges of those that attempt to stand in the way of making this the best division in the SCB. Remember, we have a job to do, not a position to fill. I promise you, I will do my job. Now, we've talked about the speakers list and the potential members list. And I'm here to tell you those are easy fixes. But we have a bigger problem with recruiting and retention. The management of this program, I must admit, has been lackluster at best. A recent management and membership survey has shown our decline, and we were all shocked at the numbers. The lieutenant commanders have been responsible for the program as our overall membership has declined to the lowest point in over 12 years. In case you didn't hear that, the lowest point in over 12 years. We cannot tolerate this. We must develop and manage a program that will properly manage, educate, and motivate new members, young members, and keep our current members. This will take some time. This will take some work. But we can overcome this challenge. We can make things better. But we have to use every opportunity available to be successful. Retention begins in the camp when that member steps in the door and he says, I want to be a member. Then every member in that camp must be willing to identify men that are looking for us. They're out there. They're constantly seeking us, but we've got to be willing to identify them. The key to our success will be the development of an education program, and I'll talk to many about that. We've got to train you, young, effective leaders, and educate our members. This is where our speakers list comes into play. This is the foundation for that quality recruiting and retention program. Our camp programs must be dynamic and well prepared. Our education programs must be informative presentations based on modern fundamentals. I will review, update, facilitate, and generate a new list every quarter. We have quality speakers there that should be made available to every civic organization. There is no reason we should not get our message out to everybody. I will find a way to get that list in your hand so that you can utilize it. We have a great subject, gentlemen. Don't you agree? I think it's time we talked about it. Now, communication is a word that's often used as a problem. The only way to fix the problem is when you stop talking about it as one and start talking to each other. We must have communications between the members of this division and the leadership at brigade level, at camp level, at division level, at Army level, at national level. That communication has to go two ways. But we have to develop a system whereby we can all come together in support of one set of goals, one desire, and one flag. Compatriots, I'm sick and tired of hearing the same old thing. I'm just a volunteer. So was Private Simon Jones, my great-grandfather. And he, just like yours, was just a volunteer. This job is going to be about change. It's going to be about commitment. George S. Patton said it best. Lead me, follow me, or get out of the way. Finally, I'd ask you, this sounds like something that's going to be a lot of work. It is. And I need your help, I need your support, and I need your vote. Because this is going to be a business and management decision, and I encourage you to get behind me and support me. Finally, I'll close with this from Robert Louis Daniel. Spiritual leader and a chief of staff for General Stonewall Jackson. Sirs, you have no reason to be ashamed of your Confederate dead. See to it they have no reason to be ashamed of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Gentlemen, I stand in front of y'all today as a patriot that loves this organization. The last 2 years, I've been honored to serve as your lieutenant commander. I've done the best that I can in this position. I've got goals that I'd like to see us accomplish. Yes, we've been losing members. Everybody has been losing members, but we also need to gain members. Communication system, I support it. It works good. It's a good tool for the camps to communicate with the division, to communicate with the camps. We need this. We didn't have it before. In the past, the camps would say we never hear anything from anybody. We've got that tool to use now. My goals are grow the membership of this organization. Yes, we've lost a lot of people the last 4 years. Why? We don't know. They come and go. People get apathetic.